Today I'm going to be taking you on one of the most epic project tours that you will ever see in the city of Lahore. Hello everyone, my name is Fayaz and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be showing you something that is unique, functional and really cool. So without wasting any further time, let me take you to the project location so you can see for yourself what the hype is all about. So the project that we're visiting right now is Starcom's Lahore-based head office. And before getting into detail of the project, I would request you all to once again subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can give you guys updates on the real estate industry and educate you guys on what's happening within the industry. So Starcom is one of the largest media buying houses of Pakistan and is a renowned multinational company. For those of you wondering what a media buying house is, it's actually a company that buys and places ads on medium of communications. So let's say the ad that you see on your TV or the ones that pop up on your social media feeds are actually placed and run by these companies. And Starcom does it for companies like Samsung and Coca-Cola. Really cool, isn't it? So we have arrived on our location right in the heart of the city. On my right, we have the Canal Road, and on my left, we have the entire Gulberg area. And on the back, we have the Starcom building. Wow, what a location to come to work for every day. So let's not waste any more time and go inside the building. Now, as you enter the building, there are certain elements that strike you really hard. Let's take the unorthodox maze-like floor plan, the artworks inside the building, the lighting plan, the openness of the space. This all creates a crucial part of the design, and that plays a vital role in the execution process. Now let's take this waiting area for instance. Usually a very monotonous space in any office building, but giving it 3 steps up from the base level creates it as a floor within the floor and gives it its own unique identity. Now, it's very important to design a project which represents the company's culture. And if you see around yourselves, you'll see a lot of designed elements carefully placed, whether it's the artworks, the frames, the acrylic logos.
Talking about the office and workplace overall, whenever I come here and the warmth of the office and overall the lights and the feel of office is very good, that you feel motivated to come here, and our work is basically revolves around creativity and thinking about new ideas and all. So I personally very much enjoy the feel of it. It's very quirky, colorful.
Now let's take this conference room for instance. The main purpose or functionality of this room is to cater to as many people as possible, and so that's why we have featured only little elements of design but that have a great impact on functionality. Let's take these glass boards for example, or the walls around this room. They all cater to writing capabilities. Keeping in mind the functionality of the room, we've added a long conference table in this room that can cater to as many people as possible, and on top of that we've placed hollow lights that give it a good and luxury feature.
Boardrooms are very open, spacious, and
we have clients coming around every time. The people we contact with every time they come, they sit here, everyone's like, yeah, the office is great. They come very often just because of the office and the feel of it all. Meetings are pretty interactive. We just sit in a casual feel and we conduct our meetings just because of the office environment we have over here.
Now let's talk about this narrow corridor on the ground floor for instance. We have again maintained the element of openness by using glass and aluminium partitions. We have added on top of that the wooden louver ceiling design. we've used the hollow lights again. We've added artworks throughout the space on most of the walls as a great and powerful way of communication between the company and its employees. Now let's emphasize a bit on the usage of artworks and bold and funky colors throughout this space. One of the main parts of the brief was that clients should be motivated enough to come to work every day, and they should feel enjoyed throughout their day in the office.
Because it's such a creative space, I really like that there's no set division between all of the seniors. We have that friendship with everyone. It's not just of our own batch or just the MTs or just the seniors. It's everyone has that understanding with each other, and all doors are open whenever you want to discuss anything.
Especially the way the office is structured. You can see everyone, what everyone is doing, what everyone is looking at. You can connect, you can wave at anyone anytime because of all the mirrors, etc. And especially in the winters, this place is like just wonderful. Most of us come out and work over here. Someone sits in the back, someone sits over here. It's very interactive in that way. So we gel in quite together, and the aesthetics are great. You like come in the office and you're like, yeah. And when you've been sitting late over here, you're like pretty excited, like all the lighting, everything. It's pretty soothing to you.
Now let's check out this main hall of the office building. Check out the lighting, check out the furniture layout. Every employee has been given enough space for them to have enough room to work upon. Check out the little details like this acrylic light on the ceiling. This is a very, very minimal feature but has a great impact. The placement of windows is also very important, which is why we need to utilize them for maximum amount of natural light coming inside the room, because it has a great impact on employees' mood. So as you can see, this is one of the smaller meeting rooms in the entire building. It's a very minimal design and has a capacity to cater about 5 to 6 people. It's very important that each room has a certain feature. And in this room, as you can see, we've used puffed leather on this wall. And then again, a different kind of a lighting design. Very unique, but here very minimal. Now the room that we're entering is what we call the chairman office. Because the chairman is based in Karachi, so he doesn't visit Lahore very often, but whenever he does, we want to have a room for him that matches his stature. So this room has an element of sophistication, and another element that you need to focus on is the bird's eye view we've given to this room. We wanted to have the best view with a very, very modern and unique chandelier. But this is not just the best part. Let me show you what we call the main feature of this room. Now the chairman loves plantation a lot, so we wanted to bring that element inside his room, so we created a special wall out of it. And now by dropping rope lights and adding plantation, we created a very unique feature that he loved, we loved, and it's actually something that is very non-conventional. So we've finally arrived on the last level of this office, the basement area. And on this basement area, we have an office space.
I usually sit downstairs in the basement. So basement, usually you get this feeling of, claustrophobic and all. But here, it is not like that. And it's very open, spacious. Especially the small rooms, I don't know what you call them, but those rooms are just made for us to, relax or have our meetings. And the beanbags part is super amazing,
As we move forward, this entire space is basically what we call the cafeteria. So this is where the employees come and have food, they can bring in their lunches. One of the beauties of companies like Starcom is that they are very disciplined in terms of space usages. So if they've designed a specific space for a particular purpose, they will keep that purpose intact. Usually what happens in offices, as number of employees grow, they turn areas like cafeteria into storage rooms. But when it comes to Starcom, that does not happen. And their employees are free to use the space at their will, and that creates a great company culture.
most of our time, daytime, overall, पूरा दिन यहाँ गुजरता है. So that would be the one word that comes in my mind. Home.
I think I'd describe it as comfortable. Because every day you wake up in the morning and I actually don't think कि यार कहाँ जाना है, it's such a weird space. It's nice to come here and feel that comfortable that you can just sit and start working on whatever project you're on at that point.
I would say it would be cozy. I would second Khadija's point. It's pretty cozy. Like you come to work, it doesn't feel like you're working. It just feels like you're having fun while working. It's just such a cozy environment over here.
This tour, I've tried my best to show you what, as a company, the kind of projects we're working on within the real estate sector. And Starcom is a very special project because this is not a kind of a project that you get on daily basis. It's a very different project because it's a multinational company working with multinational clients. And as a company, it puts us in a very challenging position because we have to do something that is out of the box. We have to create products that is on international lines. And this project especially was very close to my heart because I've lived abroad for my study for a brief period of time in my life, and this is the kind of offices that you experience over there. So I hope you really liked the project as much as we did, and I would love to bring you more videos such as these which are informational on the industry. And kindly subscribe the channel and share it with your friends and family so the channel can grow, and I would see you in the next video. Goodbye.